And what about privileges as well? I mean, is there such thing as using our privileges for good, so to speak? I mean,
Absolutely. I think you can't feel guilty about privilege.
mhm,
What you have to do is to basically use your privilege to help others,
mm,
use your privilege to the benefit of others. Sometimes it may mean giving up that privilege in order to help someone else.
mm,
Uh, but for sure, I think that takes a lot of inner strength. First of all, strength to even recognize your privilege. I mean,
absolutely.
I talked about being a minority, being an immigrant. I have a lot of privilege.
Mm,
I'm educated,
yeah.
economically, I'm well, okay.
Mm,
So, these are all privileges that I have.
absolutely.
And I think you've got to really first recognize the privileges that you have and then be able to use that to support.
Mm. And why do you think it's so difficult then for people to sort of get into that space where when they are able to recognize the privilege, or even when we talk about privileges, people always, I mean, not
Yeah,
people, a lot of people are come to the defensive. They start, they take it really. Why do you think?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks become very defensive, but I think the way to address that is to say everyone has privilege, right? I
Mm,
mean, I'll tell you, it took me a very long time for me to recognize my able-bodied privilege.
mm,
You know, something I just take for granted,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Till one time I had hurt my knee and I was in a wheelchair, but when I first realized that
Mm,
was I years ago, I was actually facilitating a session for a room full of people who were blind, who were not sighted,
okay.
50 of them. They were
Okay.
sitting at tables. And I had not really thought about how I was going to facilitate the session. So I facilitated, gave my talk, and then I asked a question. And all of a sudden, in the room, I saw at least 20 hands go up. Now, how do I call
Mm,
on who should answer the question? They can't see that there are 20 hands up.
absolutely. Wow. Okay.
They don't know if I'm saying, can you answer? If I'm looking at them, I mean, I didn't know their names. They don't know that I'm asking them to answer. In
Mm,
the moment, I had to very quickly, and that struck me. I said, my God, I really take this,
yeah.
my ability, privilege for granted.
Mm,
So I think oftentimes people need those experiences sometimes, but I think also sort of diffusing it by saying, look, everybody has privilege. Because I'm a woman of color doesn't mean I'm always at a disadvantage. Absolutely not. I have a lot of privileges.
follow on Spotify.